So thanks, guys. Welcome tonight. My name is Lou Harty, and you've been invited here because your friends wanted to show you a really unbelievable travel club. So that's what we're going to talk to you tonight for about half an hour. Happy Saturday to everybody, wherever you're calling in from. So my name is Lou Harty, and what you're about to see, I joined this 4 years ago. Prior to that, I spent 20 years in the Australian Army. I'm a mum of three, and tonight I'm going to talk about the travel side, but at the end I'm going to talk about a business opportunity. So for those of you that want to earn an income, want a side gig, then really pay attention to the last 10 minutes, because the strategies within this business allowed me to quit my job 4 years ago. So after doing World Ventures part-time, doing this travel club for 9 months, I quit my job. And since that time, I've taken over 100 trips. So tonight, there is two opportunities I'm going to offer you guys. One is the opportunity to travel and experience more. And two, at the end, which is an optional component, is a way that you guys can earn an extra income by sharing the travel club with people. So the company is called World Ventures. We've been in business for 13 years. We're based in America. And what we have is a really cool travel club. Right, so we offer people what is known as dream trips. Now, dream trips is a 4- and 5-star vacation or a holiday, but the prices that we get are inclusive to members only. So you're only on here because you were invited by a guest. I can see many members on here as well, so welcome to you. But the main reason that many of the members on here today is, one, they wanted to travel more, they wanted to have more fun, meet more people, but also they wanted a way that they could earn additional income. So we're going to walk you through tonight all about the travel club, how it works, how our membership works, and if at the end it's something that you guys want to do, all you've got to do is get back to the person that shared this with you, and they can help get you started from there, righto? So feel free, if you've got any questions, we can answer them throughout. But our product, as I said, is called Dream Trips. Now, it works the same way as a gym membership. So what happens is you join a gym, you pay an initial fee to join the gym, then you would pay a monthly fee to go and work out at the gym. So effectively, our business model works the same way. We're part of a really cool travel club, which have exclusive travel deals just for our members. And the good thing about this is, when you join, whatever you pay in your enrollment fee and your monthly fee converts instantly to points for you to redeem towards some of the trips that I'm going to show you tonight. So we've got thousands of trips, and the good thing is that the company handles most of the reservations and the planning. And one membership includes your partner and your spouse and your children. So we've won the World Travel Awards, which is like the Oscars in travel, for the last 7 or 8 years, which means we've set the benchmark for travel. So you could go onto Google, type in World Travel Awards, and you'll see that we come up over the last 7 or 8 years. Now, let's have a look at some of our dream trips. So we'll have a look at some of these, then I'll go in, I'll log in live so you guys can see it live. So just say you wanted to go to the Maldives, right? So Maldives is 5 days, 4 nights, right? You get a 5-star hotel, and you can see on the left-hand side, you get a number of different tours included. So stingray feeding, a dolphin tour, snorkeling session, Maldivian cooking class. Plus, look, we give you meals. So this one is awesome because you're getting virtually all the meals. So you're getting 4 breakfasts, 3 lunches, and 4 dinners. Plus, we have an in-destination support team member, right? So if you were to go to the Maldives, it is normally $2,249 per person. But if you've got over 1,000 points in your account, remembering the points are accumulated per month, right, then you can use that 1,065 off, and it brings the price down to 1,770. Here's another one close to our place, which is Aotearoa, New Zealand, 10 days, 9 nights. This trip is gorgeous, right? So look how many tours you've got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 tours included in this, right? So this one, you get the Hobbiton movie set, you get Rotorua, you get the Glowworm Caves Museum, right? You get to go to the Bay of Islands, you get a multicultural tour, plus you get 9 meals, 9 breakfasts, 1 lunch, and 3 dinners included in this, right? Now, after the points, it brings it down to $1,349. Gold Coast. Why not take the gigs to the Gold Coast? Like, I was only just watching Getaway tonight, right? And I thought, you know what? I need to get back to the Gold Coast. The Gold Coast dream trip for me, particularly if you want something to do with the kids, this is probably the perfect way to actually go. So this one's 4 days, 3 nights. I'm staying at the Crown Plaza in Surfers Paradise. You get the ocean view room. You get 3 breakfasts, 1 lunch, 1 dinner. You get a full day Tweed River and Rainforest cruise, right? Plus, as a platinum member, which is a higher level of membership, you get a surfing lesson, right? So this is really amazing value. After the points, it's $309. Here's another one, Dubai. Oh, my life. I love Dubai. It's a bit hot, right? But, you know, if you're heading to Europe, this is a really good place to stop over for a few days, look for a dream trip, right? So this is 5 days, 4 nights. You're staying at the Marriott. You get 4 breakfasts, 1 lunch, 3 dinners. You get a full day desert safari tour, Dubai tour, Atlantis the Palms tour, right? And platinum members, you get special access to the Burj Khalifa and the Butterfly Gardens. So for a trip away, like with your partner or your kids, for $634 per person is just beautiful. When I was over there, I take my little "You should be here" sign. So some of you have seen this little sign, "You should be here," and that's what we're saying. You should be here, having fun, experiencing more, and that's why we join a travel club. That's why people all around the world travel, so they can meet people, they can experience new cultures and create new memories. So I really dig it. Right. So now we've gone to Dubai. Let's go further on another 4 or 5 hours and let's go to Europe. Okay, Venice. 4 days, 3 nights, meals, right, and a 5-star hotel. So after the points for a platinum member, I can take 300 points off, and that brings it down to 439. So, you know, really, really amazing dream trips. Even if you just wanted to go to Sydney, okay, go to Sydney, Taronga Zoo. You got 3 days, 2 nights, Crown Plaza, Coogee Bay. You get a Taronga Zoo Sydney pass, plus you get 2 meals, 1 dinner, $249. Like, this is perfect, like, just to get away. And the problem is that most people don't take the time because, you know what? Most of you work Monday to Friday, right? And then you're busting for Friday, right? But then Sunday you're getting depressed again because, on Monday you got to go to work. So imagine being part of a travel club. This was the reason that I quit my job, is because I didn't want to think and feel like that every weekend. I didn't want to beg and, be hanging for the for the Friday, right? I wanted the opportunity to be able to travel whenever I wanted to. And because of this travel club, I've taken over 100 trips, including this one, Samoa. Oh, my life. It's so breathtaking. It's so beautiful. Any Pacific Island paradise. 6 days, 5 nights. We're staying at the Sheraton. Right? But look, we also get $300 hotel credit, which means you can use that on spas, massages, food, whatever you like. Now, after the points, you can see the public price, the members price, and the points we can use. It's $824 US, right, per person, okay? Now, if you take another 300, which is the hotel credit, that brings it down to 500, for all of that. So you get the welcome dinner, you get meals, you get 2 tours included. We went to the Tosua Sea Trench and the Falafel waterfalls. We did a cultural tour around Apia, which is the capital. Learned how to crack open coconuts, how to do a hangi, how to make cocoa. Like, it was just a really beautiful Polynesian experience. So, these trips around the Pacific are so inexpensive as far as airfares go. Like I was in Tonga 2 weeks ago. It was like $600 return trip. I've been to Fiji, Tahiti, New Caledonia, Cook Islands. There's so many beautiful places on this side of the world. You don't need to go all the way to Europe. Like, if you just want a nice getaway, right, just do a Pacific Island trip. But then again, if you do want to go to Europe, you must check out Santorini. Like, Santorini, $339 per person. After points, it's $279. Right, come on, 5 days, 4 nights. You're staying at a 4-star resort. You get meals, 4 breakfasts, 1 lunch, 2 dinners. You get tours included. Right, so this is just a really remarkable trip. It's something that everybody wants to do at some point, before they close their eyes. Definitely put this on your bucket list. I did a trip with the kids last August, and we did like 6 or 7 days around the Mediterranean, around the Greek islands, and Santorini was one of them. Mykonos, Patmos, Turkey, a couple of other places. But, to be able to take my kids on a trip that cost us 600 Australian dollars each for like 7 days on a cruise and stopping at all of these islands, like, that stuff's priceless. Like, you don't get that time back, So, guys, we've got thousands and thousands of trips on our website, right? So let's go and check it out, right? Let's just do a live example. So what happens, guys, is when you decide to join our travel club, Dream Trips, you will get your very own website. So you can see it's called dreamtrips.com. You can type in dreamtrips.com. Now, as a member, we have a private username and password. So you see on the right-hand side, Lou Harty, Platinum member, right? And I've got 549 Dream Trip points, and I've got some Rovia Bucks, which is another virtual currency, which I'll explain later, right? So if I want to book a flight, book a hotel, rent a car, activities, right? Or I can just, there are so many different things that I can do here, right? I can have a look at any featured trips, the concierge, etc. So I log in, right? So if I join, just say I was a new member and I joined yesterday, it cost me a couple of $100 to join, I would have a couple of 100 points in my account. So it means that I could go through now and have a look at all the dream trips in Africa, the dream trips in Asia, remembering that there was 9,000 trips plus last year. The Mexico, Caribbean, Central America, right, the Middle East, North America, etc., and our part of the world. So like, just say I wanted to go to our part of the world. There's Sydney, there's the Hunter Valley, right, there's Perth, there's Gold Coast, right? So let's check out the Gold Coast one, right? Because I'm always looking at these trips all the time because I take my kids on many of them. So this one's 6 days, 5 nights for $1,000, right? So I can take 465 points off this. Now, because I've got 549 points in my account, I can actually book that. So for me, that's only going to cost $600, right? $600 for me. But what I want to do is I want to have a look what it has. All right, so what's included? A full day tour of Warner Brothers Movie World, right? It includes tea for guests 3 and over. A full day Paradise Country Tour. A full day Morton Island Dolphin Tour. Come on, right? Beautiful, right? Transport, welcome drinks, 5 breakfasts and 1 dinner. Okay, so I can also go and check out, you know, what platinum members get. So on this trip, platinum members will be treated to a set dinner menu at an iconic Italian restaurant on day 3. Oh, bellissimo. All right, so I can have a look at the itinerary and just say I want to book this. I go, yeah, I am on this. Plus, I'll normally, QT, you're staying at the QT. That is the funkiest hotel on the Gold Coast. Honestly, the food and the restaurant within that, it's really, it's just a really funky looking hotel. It's right near the water, right on the beach and surface. Like, it's just absolutely exquisite hotel. So just say I wanted to book this, guys, right? Okay, that's September. Normally what I do is I try and coincide it with the school holiday. So if there's extra kids, you know, I can have 2 adults and a child, right? So, you know, just say I'm just making up his date of birth. So just say he was born. Actually, I might as well not make it up. I might as well just do it. Oops, I don't know. Okay, let's take no kids. Let's just go with me and a buddy. All right, so if there are 2 of us doing it, you saw the price was $9.69, right, per person. I can add nights to it. There's 2 of us, right? So there's 2,100, but I haven't used the points yet. So I've got the choice of either taking the dream trip as is or using the points, okay? So if I scroll down to the bottom, it says I can use 464, plus I've got some Rovia Bucks. I get Rovia Bucks because if I find the flight or hotel or dream trip cheaper, I get 110% refund on the difference. So that goes back into my account. So for this, I can get both of us in for $1,500 as opposed to $1,229. All right, so for about 1,800 Australian with all that included, which is just gorgeous. I love that. So yeah, I use my Dream Trips website for everything, for booking all of my package deals. So if I want to go to Africa or the pyramids, right? So obviously pyramids is definitely on my bucket list, right? So I would check this out. I would find out what dates they're on, okay, and I would book this, right? So 330.41. So really, it's what, $180 for 4 days to go on this, right? And let's have a look what it's got. It's got 3 breakfasts. It's got a full day tour of Giza and Cairo, a dinner cruise on the Nile. Oh, come on. This is a beautiful trip for less than $200. I should book that. So when I want to do that, guys, I just check that out. And as I said, I can check out my points. So the way the points works is if you join tonight, you get a couple of 100 points when you first join, right? So pretty much every dollar you spend on membership minus the tax goes straight into your account immediately, right? So when you join tonight, that'll go straight in there. But what happens is every time you pay a monthly fee, so gold members pay $50 a month, Platinum members pay $100 a month. That just goes straight into your account, right? So, for example, I've got $549 I can use now. I've got $600 that mature on the 3rd of December 2019. So every month I'm getting another 100 points. At the end of the year, I'm going to have 1,200 points, right? So, and I can see the points, right? Plus I can see any activities, any bookings that I've got, any trips I've done, any airfares, any activities, right? Because I use this website to book activities. So, for example, the Gold Coast, I would book this, right, to go and check out some of the activities because we get discounts on virtually everything. So you can see I've got one upcoming dream trip, right, which is another one back to Queenstown. I loved Queenstown dream break so much that I booked it again for September, right? So, and I've taken 154 trips, right? So Queenstown, I bought a day ticket to Universal Studios for my 2 children. We went to Mexico, you know, Stradbroke Island, Mexico. Where else do we go? Dubai, right? And there's all other trips, air, travel, hotel, right? Air. Another trip to Mexico. Mexico's great. Why? Because it's so cheap. Bought some friends, a Japanese dream trip, right? Ian and Mrs. Hungerford bought them. Samoa, there's my Samoan dream trip, right? So, you know, more airfare, air travel, hotel, air. Right? So everything is in there, guys. Now, when you press Dream Trip Rewards, what happens is this website opens up. So you can see I've got 5,000 points here, 5,400 points. Now, I use this website in particular because this is in Australian dollars, which is still 5,500 Australian. Just say I wanted a hotel in Singapore. I type in the dates, the room, right? And what happens is I can go and I can check out all the different hotels in Singapore. I can do it from the biggest saving, the highest to lowest price, etc. And the good thing is I can do this, press this button, compare public price, and I can see what the other websites like Priceline, Cheap Tickets, Booking.com, Agoda, Expedia, you know, all offer it. So, for example, this village residence, right, it's $4,068, but I can take $525 off this and brings it down. For me, I'm only going to pay $3,500 because I'm using the points up here on the left-hand side. All right, so if I wanted the Quincy Hotel, right, I can do the same thing. I can check out, do a cost comparison, right, with the other companies, right? I can see the price that I'm going to pay, $1,800 compared to $2,100. Man, we got a deal. I do this all the time, right? So just say I wanted to book a car, I would press the car button, right? And I would type in the place where I need to hire a car, right? So I'm going to France next month, right? I'm flying to Paris and I want to book a car, right? So I can just go Brisbane or I can go Paris or whatever, right? And I can just go, yep, I'm going to pick it up at this time. So everything to do with travel, guys, you can just search, right? And just book, right? So Brisbane, search. Right, and while that's searching, right, remember we also get a concierge. So you could go into your Dream Trips website, you go to member benefits, right, and it'll bring up the concierge. So in the concierge, right, I can book tickets for anything, the opera, music, concerts. I can book a cleaner, I can organise flowers, any lifestyle activities, shopping, dining, yacht hire, limousine, for example. So just say I wanted a cleaner. I could just press cleaning services, right? So I can get cleaners, pet services, elderly care, for example. So again, you know, the benefits to joining this far outweigh the cost, right? Because what we were getting and what I have received in this time has been remarkable. And look, you know, when I joined 4 years ago, it was about $600 to join. Now it's only like it's half price. It's like $320 to join. So, you know, you can get everything done here. As I said, here's the car hire now. I can get it for, you know, $41 per day and I just book it, right? Same thing if I've got activities, right? If I want to do some activities, if I want to take the kids to Dream World, right? I just press the activity button, type it in, Gold Coast, and it'll bring up all the activities. So, you know, I really am impressed with just how far the product has come in the last 4 years. And the fact that you guys are getting access to this now is just absolutely remarkable, right? So, you know, so when you join, right, as I said, you're going to get 200 points or 200 points, 100 will go in your Dream Trips account and 100 will go in your rewards where you book. And every time you pay a monthly fee, right, this will continue to accumulate. So 100 will go into there every month and 100 will come into your package deal, your Dream Trips. So as I said, here's the activities. So Gold Coast, I can get discounts on SeaWorld, Tambourine Mountain, surfing lessons, skydiving, right? There's just tons. Like, I just absolutely love this, right? And honestly, this is definitely a one-stop shop. This is the only place I ever go. I don't use any other website because, you know what? I know that, you know, when you see a Dream Trip, a flight, a hotel, if you find it cheaper somewhere else, the company's going to give you 100% refund on the difference of the price. So that's our website, guys. That's what happens, and that's what you guys get access to. Plus, you also get access to our foundation where you get the opportunity to give back and help children in need. So I was in Guatemala a few years ago. We built a bottle school because a portion of our monthly fees goes in, you know, towards helping other people. So there's a volunteer day, a volunteer in Fiji in a couple of weeks. They're also in Europe, all around Australia, all around Asia. So if you want to give back and you want to help others in need, then, you know, as part of Dream Trips, you get access to these deals. So it's not just about 5-star VIP holidays. It's also about giving back. All right. So as I said, you know, you've seen all of these trips, all of these examples that I've just given you. You know, for me personally, I've saved thousands. What I do love is this bit. This is where we've partnered with nearly 8,000 merchants around the world. So whether you want to go out for coffee, go to restaurants, right, you can earn points back in travel. So we can earn between 30 and 100 points back off the total of our bill. So just say I'm going to the Nam Nam Noodle Bar. I think I'm going to spend $100, and you can see it says I'm going to earn 40 Dream Trip points. So, you know, here's some examples. I've gone to Auckland. I open my Dream Trips app. Celsius comes up. I go and order a glass of wine, and I've earned 3 points. That immediately goes into my travel account, right, into my Dream Trips account. Then I go and eat somewhere else, and I go to Kentro in Melbourne. I earn 6 points there. Then I go out with a friend who's got a restaurant in Sydney, and we go out, we eat, and look, here's a screenshot of 104 points. So that's 104 points earned because other people ate, right? They didn't split the bill. So we paid on the one credit card and collected the money. So that virtually pays for the Gold Coast trip or the Santorini trip, right? So imagine that. Imagine being able to eat your way to a holiday. So it's not just dining, it's also spas and entertainment, right? So you may want to go and get your nails done, your hair done. You may want to go and get a massage. So, you know, the product range that we've got for Dream Trips is amazing. So guys, if you want to become a member, you've just got to decide whether there's 2 memberships, gold or platinum. Gold, you get access to everything that I've just shown you, you know, the net rates, the Dream Trips, the dining programs, same as platinum members, you guys get it. The only difference is with platinum members, we get to see the Dream Trips a week before the gold members. We get platinum perks included, like early check-in, late checkout, pillow gifts, right? We get picked up at the airport in an executive car, right? Plus, we can use 50% more points on any Dream Trip. So the good thing about tonight is that it is the same cost to join, right? It's 168 US, right, for both gold and or platinum, okay? So before, platinum used to be 400, but now it's 168. So you might as well get the platinum. All right, now when you join for 168, you're going to get 100 Dream Trip points straight in your Dream Trips account, plus you're going to get 125 Dream Trip reward credits. And then every month you pay the monthly fee. Those fees convert to points. 1 point is $1 and goes into your account. And for platinum, you guys get 1,200 Dream Trips points and 684 for gold members. So as I said, for platinum, it used to be 480 initial, right? But now it's only 168 US, right? Now, if you don't want to pay that fee, all you've got to do is refer 4 other customers that remain active, and then you pay no more monthly fees, right? But the company will keep paying you those points, which is just extraordinary. So for 240 Australian dollars to get access for everything I've just shown you is unbelievable. And like, as I said, you know, I've taken over 100 trips. I've been to Europe about 4 or 5 different times, all over the world, right? It's just been extraordinary. And all I do is take my You Should Be Here sign, you know, going through Italy, going through Greece, going all through the US. I've been to the US 5 or 6 times as well. Most times I take my kids, my family, right? I love the US, plus all through Asia and the Pacific. So, if you love traveling, right, then, just decide to say yes. So then you can start checking off your bucket list, right, get your own sign, right, and then rock and roll. So that's the travel part, guys. If you want to do the travel part, just get back to the person that referred you and just say, yep, I want to do this. Now, the last bit is optional, right? Let me make that clear. You don't have to do this. It's only if you are looking, to make a side income. You want to earn some extra money on the side, right? So this is a really great way to increase your income. Plus, you can do it part-time or full-time. Now, the time that I looked at doing this, I was mainly attracted to the travel membership. Like, I went all in for that. Like, I didn't even need to think twice about that. I just saw cheap travel, yep, VIP pricing. Like, I'm all over that, right? So I joined. It was only the business that I hadn't really known much about it, right? One, because I'd never done any travel before. Any businesses before, because I spent so long in the military and then I worked in the corporate world for a couple of years, right? But I was coachable, right? I was willing to plug into the system that they had, the training system. And because I already knew, I'd already done research of the people that had been making 5 or 6 figure incomes every month only after like 3 years. So I made that decision that I'm going to do it. Another deciding factor was the fact that it was the largest industry on the planet, right? It's travel. You don't need to convince people to travel. People already want to do it. They're doing it now. You go to the airport, it's full. You go and have a look, go into the city, every hotel is full. Right? People are looking to travel with their families more, to travel with their grandparents. They're looking for a great deal, right? And we've got the great deal, right? So that's why that was the main reason. So if you're going to start a business, right, obviously you're going to get a business that's going to make a profit, right? And if you've got a product that everybody wants, then it's a no-brainer, right? Plus, this is perfect to work from home. So if you're looking to do something around the kids or to work from home, start it off as part-time, and you never know. Maybe, like me, you'll be able to quit your job after, less than a year. So what we do is we support you. Like, we're going to hold your hand step by step. We give you all the tools for you to have success. It comes down to how much time and effort you put into it, right? So if you want to build this and make this really work, well, then you'll take the time to study the resources. There's a lot of PDF documents, there's audios, there's videos, there's everything that you need to know to be successful, right? And you can do this business on your own. If you decided just to do this by yourself without the help of your upline or anybody else, you can absolutely do this, because like I'm a true testament of that, because when I joined, it was over Christmas and I really didn't have much access to upline, right? I had a little bit, right? But most of the times I just had to watch the videos and learn how to invite people to see the presentation. So what happens is, that's what I did at the beginning. I shared it with 10 people. I learned how to invite, right? Because the training showed me how to send 10 text messages. And then I sent them and they watched this website, worldventures.biz. I got them to watch the video, the 10-minute video, which is number 2, called Love to Travel. And if they lived in Hong Kong, all I did is just go up to the top right-hand corner of the screen and change the flag to Hong Kong. And it was in Mandarin or simplified English, Chinese. If I wanted to send it to my friends in France, I just go up the top, change the flag to France, and then it would play in French. Right, so I love the fact that it's multiple presentations. You've got all the digital marketing and training tools on there. Plus, I've done a lot of training in the military, and, the importance of, you can't underestimate training. Training is what makes you the best person or the best champion, right? So if you want to make a lot of money in this business, then you have to attend trainings, right? You can't make excuses and make money, right? You can't do both, right? So the thing is, I knew that in order for me to quit my job, I needed to attend the trainings. And one of the first training events I took was over in Barcelona in Spain. 1, I'd never been to Spain before. 2, it had been something on my bucket list. So the next one is in New Caledonia. They're in Asia, they're in America, they're in Europe. We just had Dublin last weekend. And the next month I fly to France, because I'm also an international trainer. So I get the joy of actually training others as well. All right, so the income I'm going to show you, there's no guarantee that you're going to make this money. It comes down to your own personal skill and effort. So what happens is you get paid $20 for everybody that you personally enroll up. So just say you enrolled 6 platinum members within a 28-day period, right? So you get 6 people. What happens is you get 3 streams of cash income if you do it within a 28-day period by enrolling 6. It means you rank up. You also earn $370, which is about 500 Aussie. So, and that's a combination of direct commissions, bonuses, and cycle bonuses, right? So every time you've got 3 on the left, 3 on the right, you're getting another $50 cycle bonus. Now, this cycle bonus is doubled on the third cycle. So 3, 6, 9. When you've got 9 people, then that cycle bonus is doubled. And that can happen 5, 10, 15, 20 times per week, right? But what the good thing is then you start ranking up. So, and you start earning what is known as residual income. So those 6 people will turn into 12. You will now earn 150. Those 30 turn into 90. Those 90 turn into 200. Then you hit marketing director, which means that you're getting up to 5,000 US residual. And then it keeps going right up to the top rank, which is international marketing director, which means you need a minimum of 1,500 platinum members. But that means your residual income can be up to 50,000 US dollars a month, which is like 70 Australian a month. And that's just the residual. That is separate to the 3 streams of income I showed you on the previous slide, right? An international marketing director can earn anywhere between 25,000 a week plus 50,000 residual a month. But let's be realistic, right? It takes 3 to 5 years on average to hit the last 3 ranks, right? And that when I saw that, and when I saw the people in Europe and Asia making that money, people that are in their 20s, 30s, right, making, 30, 40, 50, 60, 100,000 plus per month only after 3 to 4 years, right? That's when I made a decision that I'm absolutely doing this, right? So as I said, I committed 3 to 5 hours a week for 3 to 5 years. And now I'm an international marketing director in Australia. I'm the only one in Australia. And I didn't do anything different to anybody else. I just put my head down, my butt up. I wanted to change my life and I wanted to quit my job. It was simple as that. Because I was so desperate to quit my job, I had no time to even scratch myself. I made that my driving force to quit my job. And I quit my job around the 9-month mark. So they also pay me an extra $4,500 a month, which is $1,500 for a car and $3,000 for a house. Right? That's 6,600 Australian extra per month. That's a 70 grand pay rise just by hitting the top rank. Right? So now I wake up when I finish sleeping. I don't have to report to anybody, right? And you guys can have exactly the same. So for a limited time only, we've got an amazing product, right? At the moment, it's $159 US for the Americans, $168 here in Australia because of tax, right? But if you want to do the travel and the business, just say you want to do platinum, right? Do platinum and the business, and it's going to cost you about 200 US, which is $326 Australian for you to get started now. Then next month, what you do is you pay your membership. Whether you pay 56 or 100 for platinum, and you pay the business rep of 25, right? So the thing is, if you get 4 people, you only have to pay the next month fees once. And then after that, once they've paid their fees, then you're home and hose, right? So for $320, right, you need to do this, right? Why now? Because there's nothing better than having a global business that runs purely from your smartphone, right, or online. And we're opening in countries everywhere. The last thing you want to do is every year, year after year, that you keep putting stuff off, you're going to have this guy, this boss always telling you what to do. You're going to have all the dramas that you have in a normal office environment. You're going to be stuck in peak hour traffic for an hour in the morning, an hour at night. You're going to get home late. You're going to make false promises to your family. Right? If nothing changes, nothing changes. If you continue to do what you're doing today, your life's not going to be any different in 3 years' time. So, I enrolled a girlfriend of mine on the Gold Coast. She enrolled this girl, Glenda. Glenda, when I met her, no network marketing experience. She was French. She couldn't speak English, but she did it in 2 years. She enrolled VTRE. Same deal. No network marketing experience, no English, right? So there's enough challenges in itself trying to actually learn a system and a product with no English, right? But since then, both of them are fluent English. Actually, nearly most of their team are. But she did it in 21 months. Why? Because they were hungry, right? They were hungry. They had a vision. They saw what was possible and they did it. So these girls are on 20, 30, 40,000 a month, right? Simple Polynesian girls, right? That just had a burning desire to succeed. So what happens now is your friend, they're going to ring you up after this webinar and they're going to put you in, right? So when you go in, you can only go one underneath the other. They've also got Bob watching the webinar, right? So Bob's in, right? But just say you decide to think about it, right? Now Bob goes in your place. right? Bob brings in thousands of people and you miss out on all of those. So, you can earn a sea of commissions off all of these people. All you've got to do is make a decision if you want to do this. If you want to do it, awesome. If you don't want to do it, that's perfectly fine. All you've got to do is get back to the person and say, yep, I want to do this. I'm platinum and business, or I'm just the travel. Either way, whether you join or not, the company's going to grow with or without you. I'm going to still travel regardless and make money, but we'd love to have you as part of the, probably the greatest travel club on the planet. And, if this is something you want to do, let's go for it. So again, my name is Lou Harty, International Marketing Director from Australia. I look forward to seeing you on the beaches of the world. God bless and have a fantastic weekend.